What's going on YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, we got some true crime, man. It said she got away from her kidnapper by using true crime skills. Like she was watching these videos and that's how she got away type shit. I seen on TV when this happened, I'm supposed to do this. Me watching these videos with y'all better learn some shit. So when y'all get kidnapped, y'all gonna be okay. But yeah, her name is Carlesha. This is the Carlesha case, man. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on, and let's get into this video. We're gonna say a quick prayer, then we'll start it. Bow your heads, please. Dear Lord, I want to come to you and pray for everybody that's just in their heads, suffering anything that's holding them back, just in their minds. They overthink everything. It just seems like their day could be good, and then they just overthink and just ruin their day. I just want to pray for all those people, that you stay with them and you keep them going. In your name I pray. Amen. Ashe. Already. Like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment down, let me know you here. And let's do it.
Pay attention to the woman in this video.
Oh yeah, when y'all be dropping them comments, and it be like, oh, at this point, like, at 1minute and 39 seconds, you did this. Just know, I be going back to watch them comments, and some of them clips be the ones I put on my Instagram. So if you see a clip that you like, man, this shit funny, put it in the comments. I might upload that bit.
As she's about to get kidnapped. On November 2nd, 2014, Philadelphia police receives a call from this man who says he saw a woman being forced into a car. Minutes later, police get their hands on this security footage. The first thing they see is a car turning on Coulter Street. 20 seconds later, a bus stops at the red light.
And it'd be crazy in those situations, like when you see a female get forced into a car, because like, depending on where you grow up at, that's kind of normal. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when I was with my mama, seeing some shit like that was crazy. Like, what the fuck? But when like, lived around areas where I was with my dad, or like I was in the city areas, you know, where there's a lot of hoes and pimps, you be like, you know, it's kind of normal. Like, you know, she sell coochie for him, so that's why, you know. So when if you somebody that grew up around that shit, and then you go to another area where they don't do that, it's kind of like seem normal to you. So everybody else would be like, that's fucking crazy. Like, what the, like, no, call the cops. Either way it go, man, don't be the one doing that shit, man. You going to jail if somebody see you.
It's impossible to see if anyone got off, until 16 seconds later, a dark shape emerges. The young woman is walking alone at night after she missed the bus. But look closer. She has no idea that someone is following her. As she starts crossing the street, the man engages her in conversation. She turns around to face him, but you can see that she's still backing up. Then, they seem to shake hands, but the man doesn't let go, and they disappeared.
That's why you don't shake nobody's hands at night. Keep backing up. Hold on, sir. What are you doing? It's okay to panic. I don't give a fuck. Because, put it this way, I feel like, as a female, right, if you, or a man, if you out and you got that mindset of like, hold on, this motherfucker can hurt me. What can go wrong, bro? Like, if you already feel like this person can hurt you, it's nighttime, it's a weird situation, and you keep your guard up, if the person end up being a good person, y'all just gonna have a conversation, and then gonna let you know, like, hey, I'm just like, look, you dropped your wallet, or I'm walking this way, I need some directions. You know, you'll eventually come to like a conclusion, like, okay, they good people. But if you coming in this motherfucker like, okay, everybody good, I'm just ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Life is life, la 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 la. Rainbows, rainbows. Your ass gonna run across somebody that's bad. Oh, rainbows. Now you in the back of a truck, tied up and shit like a turkey and shit. Now you like, damn, I shouldn't trust everybody. Keep your guard up. Be ready. Now don't panic and start pepper spraying a motherfucker and they a good person. That's crazy.
Behind the street corner. On the ground, police find a pair of glasses, some broken glass, and a phone. They have no idea what happened beyond that corner until they discover there's another security camera.
Hell yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Detectives cue the footage at 9:39 p.m., just before the bus arrives. Again, they see the car that turned on Coulter Street. It slows down and parks just beside the camera. Then, the bus comes into view. After it stops on Green Street, They expect to see the young woman appear in the top in about 40 seconds, but just 16 seconds later, there's an ominous development. A dark figure emerges from the bottom of the screen. They see him crossing over to the north side. Detectives are convinced
Ain't no
this
dark
is the
figure, that's a
same man.
grown-ass man.
The woman is now visible too. The suspect hesitates before he follows her through the intersection.
So she got off the bus or was getting on the bus type shit? See, man. If your cousin need a ride, man, get him a ride, bro. Unless you know, like, they gonna end up getting a ride. But if they, you know, like, damn, they down bad to where they finna have to catch the bus, you gonna be mad when you wake up and she on the news missing and shit, and she asks you for the ride. Y'all help y'all people out, man. Shit.
The other
They
camera
taking
was
people out
ambiguous,
here.
but this view is not. And what happens next may be disturbing for some viewers.
I wanna see it.
What you are watching is the woman being dragged down the sidewalk by the man. Although she's fighting to get away, he completely overpowers her.
Bro, that would be
When they
so
approach
scary,
the camera,
bro.
the man forces her into the parked car. At the last minute, it appears she is trying to get away. But look closer. She does something that could save her life. When police review the footage, they see the woman is carrying her cell phone while the man forces her down the street. But seconds later, she drops it on the ground. With her cell phone, police can finally identify the kidnapped woman.
Yeah.
22-year-old nursing aide.
Fuck, nigga, I know she was scared as hell in that situation, bro. And she looked like a good person. Like, you know, they got like a soft soul type shit. She looked like she ain't into this choking me the fuck out shit. She ain't into that shit. Like some of you toxic motherfuckers. Hit me in my face. Like, what? In your mouth or in your chin? Which one you want? Damn, I'm finna knock your ass out.
Carlesha Freeland Gaither. As detectives are rewatching the footage, they notice something else in the recording. At the top, there's another dark shape that appears to be walking around in the street. This is Dwayne Fletcher, the same man who called 911. He tells police he saw Carlesha before.
Hey, W's in the chat for Dwayne, man. W's in the comments for Dwayne, nigga. Free, hey, shout out Dwayne. I was gonna say free him, but if he locked up, free him. If he not, nigga, shout out to him.
The attack, and she already looked nervous. At 9:39 p.m., he was walking on Green Street, headed to the nearby convenience store, when he came up behind her.
When I got behind her, she just kept looking back. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me get on the other side of the street so she could feel a little bit safe.
But just 1 minute later, he hears a scream.
She was screaming at the top of her lungs, saying, help, help.
And that's crazy, cause like, she did what I said. Like she, you know, she's alert, she alert. But at the end of the day, she ain't strong. Imagine if she would have just been like, okay, not as scared with this dude, and he wouldn't have like felt like, okay, yeah, she's scared of me, I'm gonna walk out the street. The old dude wouldn't even walked up to her. Him walking across the street probably made her even more scared. Like, okay, it's a nigga over here in behind me. Oh my! She probably was panicking as fuck, and she don't know what's going on. Oh man!
Fletcher hurries
Whole
back
time,
down.
God had this nigga behind her the whole time because she was being supposed to get took. And since that dude was right there behind her, the dude was like, fuck.
Coulter Street, before he sees Carlesha getting shoved into a parked car.
Damn,
He runs
Carlesha.
over as fast as he can.
The car was like kind of rocking, and the windows just exploded. It was a crazy sound. You know, I think she probably got shot.
Dwayne takes cover, convinced that what he heard was a gunshot. Then, the car drives off. Fletcher can't help but think he could have done more to save her.
Man.
But his heart drops when police tell him no bullets or shell casings were found at the crime scene, and that the sound he heard was likely the window exploding as the girl was trying to escape. Fletcher is destroyed. If the girl dies, he might never forgive himself. Monday, November 3rd, 12 hours after Carlesha was abducted, agents have already interviewed every family member, friend, and coworker, but still, police have no
Bro,
leads.
imagine being in the back of that car, bro. And you kicking, and you hear that door shut. Boom. Now you know, oh, I'm took. Kick that window open. Psh, can't even get up and jump out that motherfucker. Nothing. Bro, that's scary as hell, bro.
Other family members joined the search, printing missing posters and handing out flyers.
Any kind of things you could find and pick up just to give us a clue to which maybe.
If anybody knows anything about her, please get in contact with me, my dad, anybody.
Authorities turned to the public for help, broadcasting the footage of the abduction on every news channel.
You were watching the abductor, the kidnapper, forcibly take her.
Right now we're reaching out to the public for any assistance they can give us.
The problem is, the quality of the footage makes it impossible to identify the man they should know, because he's already the suspect in another abduction which took place just 1 month earlier. His name is Delvin Barnes, and he's an alleged serial killer.
A 16-year-old Richmond girl who narrowly escaped with her life.
They said Barnes took her out back, stripped her naked, poured gasoline and
Damn! Stripped her naked and poured gasoline. Damn, Delvin, what the fuck you do that for and for what? And why your last name Barnes? Nigga, my cousin's last name Barnes. You ain't my cousin. Look at this motherfucker, man. Sneaky hot sauce peanut butter booty hole feeling motherfucker. This nigga's weird. He'll open up every can of Vienna sausages in your house, sniff them, and just lay it on the counter. And then ask where the tuna at. I don't like him. He can't ever come over.
They said Barnes took her out back, stripped her naked, poured gasoline and bleach all over her, asked her how she wanted to die, and then started digging a grave.
When the teenage girl miraculously escaped, she told police that
what's up with crazy motherfuckers with the gasoline shit? They love to pour gasoline on motherfuckers and be like, you ready to die? Nigga don't even got a lighter. They just do that as a scare tactic. Like, you just woke up like, man, I need to go kill something, and it's gonna be a girl. Like, you didn't want to go get no ops and really get out there and really survive. You wanted to just do some weirdo shit. Make you think like, we automatically think you rape people. As regular thinking people, when we hear that y'all go get girls and just tie them up to kill them, we think like, oh yeah, y'all like raping people and kids. That's weird.
Barnes had shown her pictures of his previous victims. He would hold them captive for 2 days before disposing of them.
That nigga
when the
lip
girl was
got
sent to the
dry. You
hospital.
see that shit? His lips got dry. He couldn't get it over that tooth. You know when your tooth get too dry because it's been out and your lip gets stuck on that hooker. Yeah. His dry ass lips got stuck.
He would hold them captive for 2 days before disposing of them. When the girl was sent to the hospital, police tried serving an arrest warrant on Barnes, but he was already gone. The clock is ticking before the same thing happens to Carlesha.
That's crazy,
Tuesday,
bro.
November 4th, 36 hours have passed. A $47,000 reward is announced, and finally, the tips start pouring in.
We had a team of
47,000. Why y'all just say 50? They would have tried to find her quicker. 47,000. I need that, but like, showing back that 3 pissing me the fuck off. I'm gonna take my time. You put that whole 50 ball up there, and then whenever they come get the money, be like, hey, there's taxes behind this. Give them 47,000. Nigga be like, okay, bet. This is 47,000. I got 47,000. But that 50 gonna make niggas get out the bed and gonna find her.
agents and task force officers reviewing all of the calls coming in. And then anything of merit, they send it out to the agents that were on the field.
Of the hundreds of calls that come in, one of them stands out. A woman says she found unusual debris on her property, but she's from Havre de Grace, Maryland, more than 70 miles from where Carlesha was kidnapped.
She called us and said that, she said, I don't know if this is going to be of use to you all, but I have a farm and there's some broken glass and some trash on my lawn. So we deployed agents out there to investigate.
When agents arrive on site, they're stunned. Apart from the broken glass, they find candy wrappers, potato chip bags, a cut zip tie, a receipt, and an earring, all inside a single plastic bag. The evidence is too clean, almost like it was planted there for someone to find. But what catches their attention is that the receipt is from a supermarket back in Philadelphia, and the timestamp says 1:50 p.m., just hours before the abduction.
So the agents on the ground immediately called and said, can you go there to see if there's any video there that can help with this case?
The agents are hoping they could get a better image of their suspect. At 1:43 p.m., in walks a man wearing a black hat a dark hoodie, and pants.
He did
just
it.
like Carlesha's abductor. He puts his hand up to
Fuck
his
it.
face, seemingly trying to hide his identity. The problem is, none of the camera angles gives them a clear view of his face. And while the footage is shared with the public, there's
So y'all telling me y'all got all these motherfucking cameras in Walmart and you can't even see a nigga face, so we could have been kept stealing? Whole time y'all can't even see shit? Steal? What the fuck you got the cameras for? If you just see a nigga body structure, what the fuck is a lot of niggas built like him?
There's little chance it will help the investigation, but the FBI have
All I
worse
gotta do is
news.
scratch my forehead
Back at
and
the
I'm
farm in
good.
Maryland, Special Agent Percy Giles makes a disturbing discovery when they find car tracks that lead into a nearby body of water.
We came to the conclusion that if somebody wanted to dispose of a body, they would dispose of it there.
The FBI immediately sends out divers to search the
In a
entire
pond? Not
Susquehanna
even a
River,
lake.
all through the night.
They also had airplanes up, helicopters up, looking for heat signatures because we believed that we would find a body, her body.
It's November 4th, 9:40 p.m. 48 hours have passed since the abduction, and investigators are losing hope that they will ever find Carlesha alive. At the same moment, just over 30 miles away, Carlesha is trapped inside the trunk of a moving car, wondering what's going to happen next.
I wanted to know if he was going to kill me or if he was going to rape me
Man, I know she was in there scared as shit.
or both.
She
Probably
doesn't
got hella PTSD now. Like super PTS double D.
know if she'll ever be saved, but Carlesha has been doing everything she can to leave clues behind for the police. Her story starts on November 2nd, the day of the abduction. At around 9:30 p.m., Carlesha is walking home from a birthday party and headed to a bus stop.
I can feel like there's another person and it's dark at the time, so being a only female on the streets and you feel a guy walking behind you, I got scared.
Yeah.
He immediately walked right across the street, so I can feel comfortable.
Carlesha breathes a sigh of relief, thinking maybe she was worried for nothing.
I would've walked across the street. I ain't trying to hurt you, little girl. You scared? Yeah, I would've played with your whole fucking brains, notice that you scared. Knowing that I'm not gonna do nothing, I'm a good guy at the end of the day. Yeah, I would've played with your whole brain. I'm not gonna come get you, little girl. Where you going? You wanna come home with me? I start barking at your ass. You scared as fucking. You a nurse said, well, late at night, ooh, you gonna be scared as shit. And I'm like, I'm playing God a good lady. And I just walk off.
A few seconds later,
That's
a man
fucked
walks
up.
up
She'd
to
probably
her,
go
asking for directions.
Shit on herself.
After Carlesha helps him find his way, he holds out his hand to thank her.
I shook his hand. When I tried to let go, realized at that point that that he wasn't gonna let my hand go.
As he starts dragging her down the street, she's overtaken by fear. No matter how hard she fights back, he still manages to carry her to his car.
It's crazy.
But
She
with
had
everything that's happening, she still has the presence of mind to leave a clue behind.
After watching so many movies, I've realized the first thing they take from you is any way to call somebody. It was like either take it with you and he can throw the phone out somewhere where nobody will find it, or keep your phone right here where hopefully people that know you know
That's
this
crazy.
is
She thought
something
to do
that you
that.
really do, and they can find you.
The man drags her back into his car and gets into the front seat. While his back is turned, Carlesha rushes over to try and open the other door, but the child lock is on.
Under his seat,
Damn.
I see a hammer. I hit him with the hammer.
Okay.
His
Yeah.
head. There was blood everywhere.
And then I hit the window with the hammer.
I
And
thought
that's what the dude thought was a gunshot. Damn. It's just so crazy. Like, she had a reason to be scared, so that scared the good guy off and made the bad guy get her, which made the good guy turn around like, hold on, that bad guy's getting that good girl. I'm finna go save her. Then she got the hammer to protect herself, hit the bad guy. Boom! Bam! Ah! Hit her all in her shit. Boom! Hit his shit. Bam! Took the hammer, hit the window. Psh, help me! Dude, the good guy seen that and said, oh shit, they shooting. Fuck that. And he backed up and she got took. But she dropped her phone though. So now we know who she is. This shit is like a fucking movie, nigga. Damn.
I was safe. I was free. He turns around and pull me back in.
The man then starts the car and drives off. Carlesha is trapped. She doesn't know what his intentions are, and she's
I would've
terrified.
jumped out that window.
As they drive out of Philadelphia,
Head first. I would have been dizzy as hell riding down the street. Oh shit! Help! He touching me. I would have been dizzy than a motherfucker. Then people probably been scared to help me because I'm dizzy, blood. They be like, he's down there on drugs. Either way, help, bitch. For real.
She can see her whole world pass by.
I can see my home. I can see my job. It's like my life was passing me before my eyes.
She got a
The
good
man
job.
then gets on
That's first thing
Interstate
she
95
said.
and heads south. Less than 30 minutes after the abduction, he gets off the highway and parks the car in a secluded area. This is where he will rape Carlesha for what will be the first of many times.
He did it. He actually did it. Damn. Bitch ass nigga. What she? Yeah, he can grab the hammer from her.
Tuesday, November 3rd,
Nasty
Carlesha
funk
is locked in the
motherfucker.
trunk of a moving car when she feels it slowing down in a rugged area. When the man opens the trunk, she finds they're parked in a field, far from any house or passing cars. It's still dark outside, and the man intends to sleep, but he's not about to let Carlesha out of his sight.
He was still touching me on top, or some part of him was still holding me. I felt like if I nudge or move or try, I just can't think of a way to really get out.
As she's lying there in the dark, unable to sleep, with a monster right next to her, the horrific events keep playing in her mind, and it's all too much to bear. She's thinking of giving up. And then, she thinks of her grandmother, who took her in as a child and took care of her when her parents couldn't.
Granny gonna get you through everything. Come on, mama. It's crazy how important grandparents is, because it don't matter who you are and what you do in life, your granny's still gonna love you. Every time, bro. Oh, fuck, I love my granny, man. I love y'all grannies, too. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, boy.
Her grandmother, who loves her so much and who would be heartbroken if she were to lose her. Carlesha knows she must do everything she can to stay alive so she can see her grandmother again. 5:45 a.m., when the man finally wakes up, he asks Carlesha to throw out the trash he has in the car. As she's standing beside the vehicle,
Like, I wonder what go through these niggas' heads. Like, when you like a kidnapper or anything, you not like a kidnapper and like, oh, I'm finna sex traffic. I know what go through y'all head. Money, dumbass niggas. Y'all selling motherfuckers to Chinese people and shit. But the people that just like take them and just take them till they get caught and then kill them. Like, what go on in your head to do that? And he don't look like just a bad looking dude. Like, he could look like he definitely could get a girlfriend. If he clean himself up and get that crazy ass look out his eye, he could get a girl. Like, what? Do they think like, yeah, I'm gonna take somebody, keep them for so long to where I'm gonna manipulate them to where like they like it, and now they my wife? Like, what? Or y'all just like, I fiend on fucking, I gotta take something and then kill him. What do y'all think, man? Drop the comments on what y'all think.
he asks Carlesha to throw out the trash he has in the car. As she's standing beside the vehicle in the middle of an open field, the idea of running away immediately comes to mind.
Maybe I could have ran and tried to get to some house, but then again, I didn't know what else he had in the car or what he was going to do if I ran. I just knew at that moment I was living and I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize.
But as she's stuffing the trash inside a plastic bag, she gets another idea. Among the empty chip bags and candy wrappers, she puts a handful of shattered glass from the floor of the car, the cut zip ties, and one of her earrings inside the bag.
Just try to give him as much proof that I'm still here.
6 a.m. The man drives into the parking lot of a PNC bank. He asks Carlesha for her card, and she quickly realizes this is a good thing.
I just knew if I give him my car number and gave him the information, then
That nigga's an idiot. Everybody know when you swipe that card, your location, bing, straight up. Wherever you at. You doing anything illegal out here, you on the run, you got a card, nigga, and you go swipe that motherfucker, you use that card, you're stupid as hell. You're dumb. Soon as you, no matter where you at, bam, that location hit. Boom! Trvn's card has been spent at da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So if you take my shit, nigga, I'm gonna find your motherfucking ass and we gonna kill you.
that might be helpful to know where I was next from the transaction.
November 4th, 2 days since Carlesha was kidnapped. The FBI gets notified that her card was used just 5 miles down the road from where the trash was found. When they view the footage from the ATM booth, the images show the same man from the supermarket walking in. Once again, the quality of the footage makes it impossible to see his face.
Like, why are y'all having cameras then? Take all the cameras off the ATMs now. Take them all down, because there ain't no point in having them bitches. You can't even see shit. I could go in there and break that motherfucker up, take all the money out, and just a tank top and basketball shorts, and you ain't even gonna know it's me. Shit dumb.
There's one thing the footage tells detectives. Carlesha must have been alive at the time it was recorded. She had to give him her PIN code so he could use her card. The agents on site get another idea. Is it possible the man spent some of his money nearby? They start with a convenience store less than a mile away. Finally, they hit pay dirt.
We saw the same person that we believed to be in all the other camera angles.
Now, the FBI has a face for their suspect, and the footage of him walking through the convenience
That's
store
just crazy though. Like, you know how many people in the store that look
is
like
aired
that?
across the country.
That you just see on a regular day and you don't know, like, man, that motherfucker got a girl in his trunk right now. Like, what would y'all, like, we watch this shit, what would y'all really do in those situations? Like, really think about that. You walk outside, you just seen a nigga that just looks like regular dude, but he got all black on, you don't know what's going on in his life. And you just look there one day and you walk, he parked right beside you and you hear a girl like, yeah, boom, 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 boom. Somebody, boom, 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 stuff kicking the back of a trunk. You don't even hear a girl, you hear something kicking the trunk. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, boom, boom. And you don't know what's going on. Obviously, you're gonna call the police, but like, really, like, oh shit, this shit is really happening right now. And you don't know who in that trunk. You don't know if it's a girl that got kidnapped, a dude that got kidnapped, or a dude that killed somebody and now he went and kidnapped them to kill him. Like, you never know. Like, is that a good person in there or is it a bad person in there? I know it's a person in there. Is that a kid? Or like, that shit'd be so wild. But I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You gotta call the laws and put the license plate, everything, and say he coming out the store right now. Y'all need to get here right now. He coming out the store and get in the car. For real. Let them get there now. There's somebody screaming in his trunk. It's a white woman in his trunk. It's a white woman in his trunk. Say some shit like that. They gonna get there fast. I just seen this man put a white woman in the trunk. I swear, y'all need to get here right now. He just stuffed her in the trunk. She's screaming. There's blood everywhere. They gonna get there fast as fuck. I'm telling you. A black man took her. What? They gonna 5 seconds. They
By
gonna
the
be
end
there.
of the day, they still haven't found the identity
Sometimes
of
you
their
gotta
suspect.
lie.
And after being held captive for more than 48 hours, Carlesha is beginning to lose hope that she will ever be found.
Don't
I
lose
feel
hope.
like
Don't lose hope.
maybe this may be land in life.
On day 2, Carlesha is no longer zip-tied, and the man leaves the back seat down while Carlesha is in the trunk. As he's focused on driving, Carlesha tries to engage him in conversation.
I kept trying to talk to him and just try to figure out what was going on through his head. And he was willing to talk. I thought, let's try to get as much information out.
She uses the training she had from working with high-risk patients at the hospital. Slowly,
Every movie I know, like, once they get to that point, they just driving, and that the person talk to them, they get to letting shit out. Then they get angry, then they get angry, then they get to letting shit out. Then they get angry, then they get to letting shit out. And then you realize this motherfucker's fucked up. And I'm gonna be free. You gotta, man, the motherfuckers be crazy.
she disarms him and encourages him to open up. This is how she learns he has a daughter.
You know, how much he loves her and good things, like she's beautiful. I was hoping that I can bring the person he used to be back.
But then, Delvin Barnes starts talking about
She
his
got
other
a good
victims.
soul, bro.
He gives her details of what he did to each of them, and she quickly understands.
She got a good soul. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I can get him back. And, you know, she probably actually feels bad for him, too, now that she's free. Like, I hate that he did this to me, but, you know, he's human, too. I wonder what his problems is and what drove him to do this to me. Fuck all that. Kill this nigga. That's how I feel, personally. But everybody don't gotta feel like me. Some people, it's good to feel like how she is. It's good to be like that. I'm trying to kill this nigga. Personally, though. Side of the neck type shit. I'm in back seat. He untied me. Tripping. Why would you untie me? Down the road. That's what I'm saying. We gotta figure out how I can get out of here. Sir?
She's dealing with a serial killer.
Therapy for you?
November 5th, 3 days after the abduction, officials in Richmond, Virginia, see the footage on the news and finally identify the man as 37-year-old Delvin Barnes, a suspect in another kidnapping with a history of violent crimes.
A little autistic.
The news is horrifying.
We were extremely nervous for Carlesha's safety. We thought the worst.
They need to act fast.
A
team is sent to Virginia, to Barnes' residence in Richmond. They interrogate his family,
What if it was his
neighbors,
daughter the whole
ex-partners.
time he killed?
One ex-wife confirms Barnes' car was in fact a gray Ford Taurus, the same vehicle that was seen driving off with Carlesha. Agents quickly go around the city and locate the dealership where the car was purchased. By a stroke of luck, it just so happens the dealership had put a tracking device on Barnes' car.
If a person who purchased a car there had bad credit, they would often put a GPS device on that vehicle to make sure that they didn't.
Got your dumb ass, stupid. You got bad credit, nigga, so they put a tracker on your shit. Yeah, they be doing that. Y'all ain't know that? Y'all niggas be riding in rentals and shit, sliding like they ain't got trackers in them bitches. Y'all out here going to put a down payment on a car and they go do something dumb in that car. Like, nigga, there's a tracker on that motherfucker, dummy. You can't get that bitch and just leave. Everybody know. Everybody seen that big ass box under their motherfucking shit. They got some trackers. Sometimes they put it under the back. Then you got some people that toss an air tag in your shit. And you didn't even know that motherfucker was there. A nigga will drill. Think of somebody that know how to really get under a car. Like, get in there. Where you can't just look and see. Like, right in the metal in your car. Nigga put an air tag in that motherfucker. 2 of them. One in the front, one in the back. That nigga tracking everywhere that car go. It's crazy out here.
Make their payments that the car company could find the car and repossess it.
The dealership is able to pinpoint the exact location of the car. That's when they find out the vehicle is still in Maryland in a town called Jessup.
We had several teams surveilling the area to identify the vehicle.
While every unit is being dispatched to the location, Barnes is making plans of his own.
He said that we needed another car because he was running out of license plates to switch.
That day, Barnes is parked at a strip mall and plans to hijack another vehicle. It's 5:15 p.m. ATF Special Agent David Cheplack is one of the closest to Jessup, Maryland. With the description of the vehicle, he heads to a local strip mall parking lot.
Searching the parking lot, I came across a gray Ford Taurus.
From a distance, he can see there's a black garbage bag covering up a broken window. He knows it's the right vehicle, but they can't see anyone inside the car.
We still didn't know if our victim was alive or not.
The ATF agents on site are instructed to wait for backup before approaching the vehicle.
Agent Ehrlich's had essentially decided that if that car starts to move, we're taking it.
And then, oh God, he just came from the back seat.
We automatically all sprung into action.
Agents surround the vehicle in a hurry. While Delvin Barnes is sitting in the driver's seat, the agents point their guns at him and put him under arrest.
He had no idea we were coming. He had no idea what was going on.
Once I realized that Mr. Barnes was already in custody and that my team had everything under control, I approached the vehicle.
The agents then make their way to the rear door, but the window is blocked by the garbage bag. They still can't see if Carlesha is inside the vehicle.
They should have lit his ass up. Fuck all that. Light his ass up. I would have been like, he got a gun. What? They should have tore his fucking ass up. Now I understand. She in the back seat. So some of the cops need to know. Don't aim at the back, dummy. Tear his ass up, though. They should have dragged his ass all over the concrete. They should have, boy. We've been searching for you for 6 fucking days. Man, boy.
Finally, they opened the door.
I could hear from the agent's cell phone in the background.
Oh my God, she's here.
She asked me, what is your name? And I told her, my name's Carlesha. I'm the one you want.
Carlesha Freeland has been rescued. Her abductor has been arrested.
All right, how much money she get? I know y'all gave her some money, right?
Once I realized that I was being rescued, I felt at peace. Just very happy to know I'll be going home, to know that I'm going to live, to know I'm going to be safe.
Carlesha is taken to the hospital, where finally she's reunited with her grandmother.
When they allowed me to walk into the room and Carlesha saw me, it was too emotional for me.
Woo! I know
Now that
was
she's
scary,
safe in her grandmother's arms, Carlesha is finally able to rest, knowing she fulfilled her promise. When news of her rescue is shared with the public, Dwayne Fletcher, the man who witnessed the abduction, can finally breathe a sigh of relief. And while he blames himself for not doing enough, others see him as a hero in this story.
Hell yeah, Dwayne, nigga, you don't realize how good what you did, because she could have been dead before anybody would even know she was gone. Even though you couldn't grab her out that motherfucker, you the one who initiated the call. You the one who initiated seeing some shit, some great details. But nigga, you should have saved her, nigga. Don't be scared of that gun, nigga. Don't be scared of that gun, nigga. Next time you dive in that bitch head first, take the bullet, nigga.
Dwayne Fletcher got a hero's welcome in city council, credited with
Shout out to
helping
Dwayne,
save the
man.
victim's life.
When she learned about what Dwayne Fletcher did the night of her abduction, Carlesha wanted to reach out to express her gratitude. 1 year after the incident, they finally spoke on the phone.
It was so unreal. It was beautiful. It's like my guardian angel, really.
While he maintains that what he did was just the right thing to do, Fletcher sees Carlesha's rescue as a turning point from his troubled past life. Today, Fletcher owns a boxing gym in North Philadelphia, where he teaches young girls and women how to defend themselves. He says he wants to make sure that
what they say?
He teaches young girls and women how to defend them.
Y'all out there in Philly, what y'all? Loves up, unzoomed, loves up, boxing, G. Oh, guns down. Guns down, gloves up. Oh, guns down, gloves up, boxing. Okay, I get it. I wasn't reading the G. Guns down, gloves up, boxing out of Philly. Shout out to Dwayne, man. Shit, that nigga punch you on your shit.
Themselves. He says he wants to make sure that what happened to Carlesha never happens again.
Yeah.
As for Delvin Barnes, 3 days after he abducted Carlesha Freeland Gaither, he's interrogated by federal agents.
He confessed to abducting her, sexually assaulting her.
That nigga eyebrows fleeky than a motherfucker. Damn, sir.
He confessed.
That nigga shit Zoba! Cinco! That nigga got some eyebrowlians. And no other hair nowhere else.
To abducting her, sexually assaulting her, and he confessed to everything.
Barnes pleads guilty to 1 count of federal kidnapping and is sentenced to 35 years in prison. Because of Carlesha, his reign of terror has finally come to an end.
I'm still trying to deal with it. Still have really bad nightmares. And, I get scared to even be in my house.
But I just try to take one day at a time and just try to say, hey, this is your second chance.
Today, Carlesha is a mom, and she embraces every moment with her son.
Just watching him, he reminds me of what life is supposed to be.
Oh, that little nigga Dave. What up, little David?
And free, you're supposed to feel.
When she looks back at the events of 2014, Carlesha says she's glad Barnes picked her, instead of someone else.
It was something that was...
for real, because someone else wouldn't have got out of that. She knew shit. She's smart. She's a thinker. You see what happened when you think? your results end up better just in all situations when you would think, me, I've been trying to murder some, so I probably wouldn't make it. I probably wouldn't have made it. But at the same time, I'm a thinker and an actioner. So like I would have thought, till I had that free pass to Mooks. Have you hear me? To the neck.
Meant to happen. God needed me to go through it because it was something that I can handle.
I'm happy he chose me, because when I think about somebody else, I wouldn't want to put them through that.
She got a good heart.
I'm still here, and I'm still living, and I get to still tell my story and hopefully help somebody else.
Carlesha's story tells us that even when the odds are stacked against us and things seem impossible, we must never give up.
Grannies, because you give up, that'll be the day you lose your life on my mama. Keep going. Shout out to Carlesha, man. This is one of the cases we watched to where they survived. We ain't got a lot of those. We don't. But shout out to her, man. Shout out to Dwayne. And shout out to Granny and her son. I don't know. Her son had a part to play, too. He was her therapist. But yeah, man. That's the end of this video. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm finna go to my Gigi house and give me something to eat and say happy birthday to her. Granny. I'm out. Peace.